Jacksonville. The third of 3 games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Berger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. They'll run. Here's the rookie from Michigan. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Alonso. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Back to throw. Alonso. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Berger steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to right. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run. 30 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Moss. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 9 now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, and they got to him again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Patterson's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Berger escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hopefully they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. Berger. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're going to try and throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Berger. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Wright's got it. And he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it as he gets wiped out on that one.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Eluding the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Looking to throw. Berger. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. A great effort there. 26 yards. And the Steelers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Throwing to start the drive. Alonso. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Operating from the gun. Alonso. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and throw for it here. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Back to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. They'll look to throw again. Thomas brings it in. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Operating from the gun. Alonso flushed out right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, He took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Back to throw. Alonso. Oh, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offense.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Going quickly out to the right side. Touchdown, Jaguars! From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point try forthcoming. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Berger. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Back to throw. Berger. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
From 17 yards out.
And the Steelers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the gun on third down, Alonso.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on fourth down conversions. And here we go again. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, Alonso. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Going up top. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Jalen Wright, 30 yards. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And Thomas has it. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Looking to throw. Alonso.
That is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, first and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Up the middle they go. Clifford. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Alonso. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46. On fourth down, Alonso. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Then their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. It's Lawrence. 22 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw. Alonso. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they delivered.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. It's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. A final shot before break. Alonso. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Escapes the defender. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes.
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Looking to throw. Alonso. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line. 62 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. And Mr. Reliable shows those legs again here in the playoffs.
And what do coaches tell us all the time? In the playoffs, the team that runs the football well will win the game and ultimately be a champion. They're trying to prove that fact today.
Setting the tone on the ground. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Moss on the give up the middle. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. From 17 yards out. And the Steelers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Jaguars 17. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Clifford, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Clifford, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, and that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
They'll run on first down with Wright. And a solid run down inside the 30.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They'll go again here with Wright. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Berger.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
Moss will score. Touchdown, Steelers. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Steelers 45, Jaguars 17.
Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And all right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. A give up the middle to Wright.
And a solid run down inside the 30. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
They'll work the middle here with Wright.
And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. They'll try and run for this with Moss.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
They'll run out of the gun with Wright.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone. But still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Clifford. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 18 on the play.
Has not been a big game for him throwing the football. I think he feels like, let's try something different. Let's use the legs here and see if we can make some plays.
And no passing touchdowns, yardage not where he would like it. Try something new. Back now in Jacksonville. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Easy, Ralph.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, his 2nd sack of the night. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Lisa 24.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll go up the middle here with Moss.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be...
Pressure comes and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Steelers send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Same right. Here we go, sir.
Now Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Second and 10.
All right, let's go. Red.
Now a handoff up the middle. Clifford. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Hey, easy, Ralph. Silver.
Lawrence will throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Lisa 24. Silver.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Lawrence to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, Ron.
Here's Lawrence. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And they will take a knee here. And they take a knee.